Guess who turned out to be the world's biggest fan of those mushrooms?
Yeah, that's probably normal. My stuff gets scattered everywhere. I've really got to organize this a little bit more. Okay, and we're back. Let's see. Wait. Yep, just random door. Yeah, put you right over there. Alright, so Tobias wants us to go there to check out some visions. Looks like the road's a little messy, but we should be able to make it. Did a few other runs. You know what? I think we could start looking at some other upgrades now. Okay, what are we up to? Oh, we're up to 12.5 on unstable energy. Well, that means we can get a bigger workbench. Hell yeah. Let's see what this looks like. Nope. Nope. God, did I forget the button already? What do we do? Hey, there we go. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this is more like a lab table than a workbench. I mean, it's not bad. Okay, alright, so it's got the workbench stuff over here. Alright, cool. Alright, we got that. What else can we get? What other goodies? Oh, what about this? 0.7 unstable parts locker. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Alright, where's this thing go? Looks like there's a couple of them. Here? Does it go here? Nice. God, that's huge. It's like a little storage container. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Oh. It's... Okay, so it's just a bunch of little lockers. Alright, okay. Well, we'll deal with that in a minute. Yeah, read that. Lead-plated bumper. Yeah. That sounds fun. Jump jacks. Plasma scrapper. Well, yeah, I mean, I use the scrapper a lot. That seems well worth it. Roof storage. Hell yes. Get that. Roof storage. Oh, corrupt energy for a reinforced headlight? That's dumb. Insulated, though. Could use that. Alright, insulated headlight. Alright, all-terrain tire. Sweet, new vacuum. Let's get this blowtorch. There we go. I used one of those. That is a little bit better than the repair putty. Alright, let's start making some of these upgrades. Okay, that's actually not that bad on materials. Ooh. Alright. How many of these can I make? 4? Yeah, when you're taking wheels off a car, it's best to just let it land right on the ground. That's, yeah, you don't want to use jack stands or anything like that. Nice. You know what, it said that I already had that other engine. Yeah, can I? Oh, hell yes. All right, engine upgrade. Nice. Yeah, just carrying an engine block over here. Yeah, just take this one out, as you do. Okay, I caught it that time. Neat. Ooh, we're getting a lot out of that. Yeah, we're gonna have to vacuum that up. New engine. Yep. What about that vacuum that I unlocked? Thermal vacuum. Ooh. That is more powerful. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Yep, all charged up. All right, let's set a course. Is that just me or is that getting worse? I don't know. I can't tell. All right. On to adventure. Ooh, I can already tell this is faster. We are cruising.
Are you ready, driver? Okay, first off, I've loaded up 3 locations on your ARC device map. You see them? Head to whichever strikes your fancy.
You sending them to the visions?
Sure am. We're gonna use this.
My optical vassalizer. We shouldn't use that.
Why not?
I mean, it's been decades. No way that thing is in any sort of working shape.
I've been fixing her up in secret, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad. It's gonna be a surprise.
What
for
was
your
that
birthday.
All right, thanks, Francis. But oh god, no, this isn't where I want to be. Oh, actually, I do need gas.
Do you need to modulate your scan function? Think
So
of it
let's
Like an extra layer of mayonnaise on your technology sandwich.
What are you using the vassalizer for?
No spoilers. We have to tell the story from the beginning. Driver, get ready to feast your eyes on the visions.
Tobias. Certainly keep it interesting. Can we get up here? Is this a good idea? Bad idea? I'm going the wrong direction. The painter.
So we told you about the mass hallucination. Hundreds of people, 30 seconds of crazy, yada yada. But there was one instance where that event and the remnants intersected. The story of Laura Cesare. Laura worked at ARDA as an executive secretary. She put in her hours, but she spent her evenings with a real passion. Painting. When the hallucination event swept through, Laura was overtaken like everyone else. But for her, the visions didn't stop. She tried painting them, but grew frustrated at her inability to recreate what she saw. Now at first, Anna wrote her off as one of the many whose brains got scrambled by what they saw. Until Laura stumbled across a rusty can of paint in the woods. It was a remnant. Once she started using this paint, the visions in her paintings began to come true. She painted feverishly for over a year, chasing the visions the entire time. Until the day the paint ran empty.
And then she disappeared. Like all remnant holders do.
Now that we know the remnants and the mass hallucination are related, maybe Laura's visions can help us out.
Okay, interesting theory. Oh, Jesus. What did I just drive into? Is it some acid? Ooh. That looks like some swamp coral. I'm gonna go down there and get that.
This is where your theory comes in, Francis. Now you tell him. Oh, look at me, man. By the way, Francis, you explain it. It's so good.
No, it's just... I'd rather not.
Hey, come on, we talked about this. You should be proud of your work. Toot your own horn.
Not this time.
Okay, well,
All right.
Francis's theory, his entire branch of research was that the zone exhibits a property seen nowhere else on Earth. Every phenomena that occurs here leaves its fingerprint forever on the physical space. So he created this device to pick up on these sub-physical after effects. How did you explain it? It was like identifying a whale's favorite color using only the wake it leaves behind. The rest was science mumbo-jumbo.
It's a form of electromagnetic imprint. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
And what a better time than now to try it again.
Okay. I don't know what the... Oh, do I have to scan this?
The inverting doorway.
No. I don't like this one.
Oh, it's the first one. Well, it was the closest one you sent me to.
Did this mirror look different before?
Probably the instability messing with the paint over time. It's
Yeah.
been decades after all.
Nah, something's definitely off. Hey, where's our old notes?
From when we took a field trip out that way. Driver, why don't you go ahead to the next one while we investigate this?
Am I on a road? This doesn't look like a road.
I can't. Yeah, I can't even look at it. Francis, you explain it.
And maybe you've already seen them, driver. A freestanding bright blue door in its frame, out in the wilderness with nothing around it.
Nope.
If you do see one, don't get anywhere close to it.
I don't want to
Okay.
talk about it.
He was pretty close to a doorway when it opened. It's called the inverting doorway. When the door is shut, it's safe. But once in a while, it opens, and everything near it is turned inside out. Its victims are mostly bears, squirrels, and birds. They all go through hell. Meat and bones on the outside, fur and feathers on the inside. It's
Jesus.
not fun to see.
That sounds awful.
A group of hikers didn't heed the warning, and
No, we're done here driving. You see when you stay away from it, that's all you need to know. Let's go.
Okay. Oh god, the hood's already damaged. Been here for 2 minutes. That's why we can't have nice things, right? No, that looks fun. Yeah, well, isn't that colorful? Huh, like a giant bean. What is this, the Sasquatch mural?
Ah, the Bigfoot mural. My personal favorite.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
Did you see that, Francis? Oh boy, Francis, look. Look here, it's different from our sketch when we visited in '82.
It's all scrambled, but the shape seems familiar. If you tilt your head, doesn't that kind of look like Mount Olympus?
Oh, Francis, you flippin' genius! It absolutely is. Wait, let's look back at the first one. What's different there?
That shape right there, is that Hook Valley?
Holy smokes! Oh, wait, pull up all the topographical maps of the peninsula. If we look around the areas where you'd get that view of Mount Olympus.
See, Francis? I told you your basilizer would work.
I don't think this is the Basilisers doing.
Driver, we're onto something. Get to that third vision.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna patch this up a little first. Yeah, it's all looking good. Yeah, a little bit there, a little bit there. Perfect.
Driver, if you come across a mushroom like the one in the mural,
do not eat it. No matter how tasty it might look.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Speaking from personal experience, and let me tell you, it wasn't pretty.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke all over again.
Alright, so I think I need to go back this direction.
Right now. They're our source of power in the mid-zone, and one of the best demonstrations of renewable limb tech. Yes, these battery farms keep our lights on, but more importantly, they're also the only place in the entire zone where anomalized mushrooms grow.
And guess who turned out to be the world's biggest fan of those mushrooms? Bigfoot itself. And the vision foretold its arrival in the zone.
it started when those pods hanging from the battery farms were found chewed up. At first, they blamed it on the local wildlife. This was back when we used to have some.
Well, that's technically accurate.
Sightings of 10-foot-tall creatures started that didn't attract much attention on their own.
Not until the first footprints were found. The Olympic Peninsula has always had a collection of Bigfoot sightings, but they were rare until Bigfoot had its first taste of the anomalized mushrooms. Then it couldn't stay away. And that's when the Squatches came knocking.
They jumped the walls, set up camp, and they got to investigating. Once they learned of the Sasquatch's appetite for these mushrooms, they cultivated entire farms of the stuff.
For months, they propagated mushrooms and set traps. And for months, evidence mounted that Sasquatch was making its rounds and evading those traps. Until one night, the experts disappeared.
Bigfoot got them, no question.
Now, come on, all 8 at once? How is that possible?
I mean, we're talking Bigfoot.
Of a hungry Sasquatch.
Yeah, that just makes
So about
sense.
that last vision.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, the helmsman never made it out of the zone. He died here. me up here. This is how the story goes.
How would I know?
72, a ship set sail down the Columbia River 100 miles east of here. The helmsman was overcome by bad weather, and while in a particularly foggy patch, the boat hit something, and the impact threw him from the deck. When he woke up, he was on a boat on this
Very lake, smack in the middle of the zone, with no idea how he got there.
He had with him a ridiculous amount of cash and paid anyone and everyone to get him out of the zone. But no matter how he tried to leave, on foot, in a transport, he would always head into a fog and reemerge on another boat. At last count, the great pileup was 20 boats high and 30 boats wide.
A lip duplication glitch, nothing more.
And you, of all people, blaming lib tech instead of a good old-fashioned mystery?
It doesn't add up. Artist's favorite pastime was carting people out of the zone. How could someone actually fail to escape? And a mysterious man with a backpack full of cash, and the one place he can't spend it. Seems awfully fishy to me.
Oh, Tobias. Yeah, sometimes things people are suspicious of doesn't always quite match up with expectations. Oh, do I have a new quirk? Looks like the lights and the radio both come on. Okay, what's gonna be my best angle here? It probably doesn't matter. Alright, let's do some repairs before we scan that. Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that? Okay, well, let's take another first aid kit.
The great pile-up. You know, if you catch the mural at the right angle, when the moon is right overhead, you can spot the helmsman's body in one of the boats.
No chance. It's a paint smudge, nothing more.
Believe me, it's true. I've seen it.
Okay. Any other info?
Oh, bingo!
See that pattern in the last mural?
That flower only grows above a certain elevation. Put the three locations together, and you've got a square mile in the northeast corner of the deep zone. Huh. The visions were pointing towards something the entire time.
Hey, Oppy, you can stop pretending to ignore us now. Take a look at this fine work. We've pinned down the location for the source of the mass hallucination. That's where the driver needs to go.
Well, what do you know?
Hey, Oppy.
The basilizer worked. What did I tell you, huh?
He still doesn't know, Francis.
Know what? Oppy?
Not my story to share.
Well, come on, Francis, then. You gotta tell us. I mean, clearly. Ah, Jesus.
My theory. And that basilizer, they're illegitimate.
Really?
What are you saying?
I built that device to prove my imprint theory, and it was on the verge of getting the results I needed. But my research funding was running out. So, I forged the data. Not much, just
Francis.
enough to justify more time. I was so close. I knew the breakthrough was right around the corner. But Ara found out. That's why I was reassigned and my clearance revoked.
Wait, you told me you changed labs voluntarily.
8 years of research with nothing to show for it. And then for that to happen,
Yeah, that sucks.
I couldn't face you.
That doesn't mean your theory is wrong. I still think there's something to it. There's a common thread with some of the remnant stories, like the telephone switchboard, the ones that seem to recall the past somehow. Maybe the remnants access those imprints, read them like a needle in the groove of a record.
Don't. You don't have to do that. It's in the past. I don't care about it anymore.
Okay.
But listen, I've got this suspicion, right? If we can just get the car
To the mass hallucination source, what we find they can prove your theory. It's worth a try, isn't it?
I'm tired of trying, Tobias. I've tried all my life, and it didn't go so well.
Okay, well, what else you got going on,
One of
Francis?
those fancy degrees that you and Oppy have. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab benches. But I saw the incredible things that you did with your research.
Yeah, well, Arda didn't think they were incredible.
I don't care about Arda. I believe in you. Always have.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's nice.
I can't. I can't do this with
It's a
her.
nice thing to say.
Oppy led the disciplinary committee that stripped my clearance and demoted me to a glorified intern.
Yeah.
She sat there and decided how best to humiliate me. I never
Oppy.
asked for anything. This one time I do, so I would never have to talk to Oppy again. You didn't listen. Your remnant was more important than what I wanted.
Francis, I didn't mean...
I've had enough.
Oh my god, the drama between these people.
That's... He'll come around.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes.
driver. We'll see you back at the auto shop.
Okay. Alright. Well, what am I doing then? I gotta move a little further away. I was kind of hoping they would open this on their own. Alright. Get a little further. There we are. Now we're far enough away. Let's turn around. And get ready for this action. Well, this should be real easy now with the new engine. I am flying. And it looks like the yellow stuff is compensating for my speed. Neat. So what do I need to do? Take a left? Probably go straight. Yeah, let's just go straight. There it is. And go across a little stream here. Ah, shit, abductor. There we go. And we're out.
Interesting thing about that deep zone area you identified. I ran every coordinate in that area through the ARDA database, and what turns up but access logs with entry records for Dr. K up through March 1963.
What? No, the doctor died in 1961.
Ooh.
In the lab accident.
So we were told. Then, I found access logs for both that deep zone site and Red Meadow. Years and years worth of activity.
The Red Meadow Research Facility? But it was demolished the same year. After the structural damage caused by the... I lied about that too, didn't they?
It appears so.
A whole lot of dishonesty here.
Ruins a visit. If Dr. K didn't die that day, I'd like to know what was keeping him so busy.
So would I, but do we have time for this? We don't know how long the driver's got with that remnant.
Now, what else do I gotta do?
This information. Whatever Dr. K was doing relates to all of this. It may be the key to what lies at the end of the road for the driver.
I agree with you. God, I hate saying that.
Driver, I've marked the Red Meadow facility on your route planner. Head there whenever you're ready.
Nope. Okay, looks like Red Meadow is next. Ah, this thing. Oh, is that one of my headlights? God, this stuff just gets everywhere. All right, I'll figure that out later. All right, well, that seems good for now. Take a look. Where is Red Meadow? Ah, all the way up there. Why's that got a 4 next to it? That's got a 2. All right, well, guess we will figure that out next time. So, as always, thank you all for watching. If you like the video. If you have some suggestions of what else you'd like to see on the channel, let me know down in the comments. And as always, I will see you in the next one.